Hello everyone. Gagwego scano, Ogejangwa Gagwego, Jo Hioaje, Bodquinonio. Happy Monday, guys. Looking at our current 14-day total, 1 detected by Allegheny, 4 here in Cattaraugus, and 2 by our Bluestone community testing events. This is beyond tremendous, and I cannot truly express my gratitude for our people and our community. At the start of February, cases were surging, with active case counts near 60. Today, we're in the single digits. The only reason we're able to do this is because of you. Nyale, for keeping our community and one another safe. We cannot stop now. We need to keep our guard up, even as the numbers drop and vaccinations continue. Keep wearing your masks, practicing social distancing, and being vigilant about keeping your hands clean. We're on the road to recovery, so let's keep moving forward. As a part of that effort, I have an important change to announce in our vaccination effort. Beginning today, enrolled Nation members, Seneca Nation Health System patients, and those eligible for services at Seneca Health System over the age of 18 may now call and schedule a vaccine appointment with our health team. You must be an active patient with the health system in order to schedule your appointment. If you are not an active patient, but would like to register with the health system in order to make that vaccine appointment, please call either Allegheny Health at 945-5894 or Cattaraugus Health at 532-5582 and ask for patient benefits. If you are a current patient calling to make a vaccine appointment, please call Allegheny Health and ask for Terry Cowles or Cattaraugus Health and ask for Kim Bradley. If you prefer to have the health system call you to schedule your appointment, there's a form online that you can fill out at senecahealth.org/vaccine. This form can also be used by Nation employees, residents of the Allegany and Cattaraugus territories, and household members of enrolled Senecas. Please note, submitting the form does not guarantee a vaccination appointment. The health system will use this information to gauge interest as vaccine doses become available and eligibility opens. If you submit the form, our health system schedulers will call you when you're eligible. The appointments being made now are for the 2-shot Moderna vaccine, which we continue to receive 200 doses of each week. The doses are given 28 days apart. We do anticipate that we will also start receiving doses of the Pfizer vaccine, which is also a 2-shot regimen given 21 days apart. Any adults who wish to receive the Pfizer vaccine can be placed on a standby list with the health system. When you call the health office, simply let them know that you would like to be placed on the Pfizer standby list. The health system will call you to schedule an appointment once the Pfizer vaccine clinic has been scheduled. In addition, parents and legal guardians to children ages 16 or 17 who wish to have their child vaccinated can also call to be placed on the standby list for the Pfizer vaccine. The parent or legal guardian must consent and must be present at the time of the vaccine while it's being administered. I need to thank Health for all they've done and been doing and continue to do as vaccines come into our community. So far, 1,490 people in our community have been fully vaccinated. Health has administered 2,360 primary doses of our vaccines. I've seen national news reports lately which show vaccine rates among Native people are among the lowest in the country. Here at home, I recently pointed out our rates are dropping off considerably among individuals under the age of 50. COVID isn't a Seneca issue. It isn't a Native American issue. It isn't a local issue. It is a global issue. And getting things back to where we want them requires a widespread response. It takes all people, all communities working together to move forward. With the health system now taking incoming calls from eligible individuals, I hope you'll make that call and schedule your appointment. That is obviously a lot of information to take in. If you want the latest updates and information on our COVID response, including the vaccine, please join our regular COVID update session with members of our health team, executives, and council. The next session will take place on Wednesday, the 24th, from 3 to 5. To register, as always, send an email to sngotome@sni.org with your name, nation ID number, and a phone number. In addition To our own vaccination efforts, the nation and the team at SGC, or the Gaming Corporation, are again working with our neighbors in the Cattaraugus County to hold a second shot clinic at the Allegheny Casino next week. The clinics are for Cattaraugus County residents who are on the county's waiting list. I want to thank Mike Gates and our emergency response team, as well as the team at Seneca Alleghany for their role in making these clinics possible. I look forward to hopefully joining these county leaders and take a look at these Seneca Alleghany clinics just next week. Also, President Biden recently called on all states to open vaccine eligibility to all people by May the 1st. While specific details have not been announced by New York State yet, the state did open a mass vaccination site in Niagara Falls today, to go along with others throughout the region. Current eligibility in New York State is for individuals age 60 and older, people with qualifying health conditions, and those who work in certain professions. To check your eligibility and make appointments at vaccination sites in New York, go online at am-eligible.covid19vaccine.health.ny.gov or call New York State Hotline at 1-833-697-4829. In other matters, I need to clarify an item I mentioned earlier. It's regarding the fishing in Allegheny. The fishing season closure that is currently in place until May the 1st is for non-natives only. The closure does not apply to nation members. I apologize for the confusion I may have caused. If you have any questions or need to report a violation, please call the Nation Dispatch at 945-2779, as the Fish and Wildlife number is currently undergoing an upgrade. We do have a few things to celebrate as we close out this week and prepare to welcome the official start of spring. First, our congratulations go out to the new Secretary of Interior, Deb Haaland, who was sworn in by Vice President Harris. Secretary Haaland's appointment is a seminal moment for Native people across the United States, as she becomes the first Native American to serve in a cabinet position. It's taken more than 240 years, but the voice of Indian country is finally being welcomed at the highest levels of the United States government. We know that the voices and concerns of our people far too long have been left behind in a Washington culture that prioritizes politics over policy. Under Secretary Haaland's leadership, we hope to continue a new era of inclusion, understanding, and respect for the needs and concerns of Native nations. Closer to home, we learned this week that the Federal Environmental Protection Agency has approved the Seneca Nation's application for eligibility to participate in the Clean Water Act grant programs and authorization to implement water quality standards and certification programs. With this, the designation, now the nation is allowed to begin to develop and establish water quality standards and certify federally permitted and licensed uses for surface waters within our territories. Our Environmental Protection Department and legal team first submitted this application in 2016, and we've been working on this for the past 5 years. I want to commend them for their hard work, for fighting through the bureaucratic roadblocks, and ultimately gaining this important approval for our nation. Again, Jago. Finally, the Salamanca School District recently announced the newest members of its National Honor Society. Let's all congratulate Jillian Ray, Elijah George, and Harley Hogue, who will be officially inducted into the Honor Society later this month. You've made your families, your teachers, and our nation very proud. Keep up the great work. Have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. As always, stay safe, stay strong. Tane Hodiite. Be sure to follow our Seneca Media Facebook page and our Twitter at The Seneca Nation to get updates on our efforts for the community. For current COVID numbers and statistics, be sure to check out our Coronavirus Response Hub on sni.org.